Good morning, everyone. Today we will be talking about stress management. Uh, last time, just a quick recap on what we did last time. Um, we were able to discuss depression, and we have the understanding regarding how to cope up depression, how to deal with depression, what are the effects, short-term and long-term effects of depression. So we're able to narrow it down and we end up with an activity. Right now, we will be discussing about stress management. Okay, by the end of our session, we will be able to understand stress. We will be able to understand um, uh, what is the definition of stress, what is making, why is it that people is having stress, what are the reasons of stress, and how are we going to cope up with stress. All right, are you guys excited? Me too. All right. So today, let's go ahead and have an attendance first. All right. Please open your camera if you are present, and please say present if you're here. All right. Jose Cabalho. All right. Thank you so much. You are handsome today. Princess. All right. Thank you so much. Not so princess today. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and thank you so much for coming in on time, and I'm glad that you were able to come here on time. Today we'll go ahead and discuss stress. So before anything else, I want you guys to click on. I'm gonna share this one to our group chat. This link. And this is a link regarding self-assessment. This is a short survey regarding how stressed are you, or work-related stress. This is for me to know as your trainer, and this is for me to know if how am I going to help you, or how am I, or how does the company be able to help you regarding stress management. All right. So you can copy this one. You can answer it later, or you can answer it. Yeah, you can just answer it later. All right. So what is stress? So stress is a feeling of emotional or physical tension. It can come from any event or thought that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. Stress is your body's reaction to a challenge or demand. So perhaps you are feeling, perhaps you're having problem. You have headaches, chronic headaches. Perhaps you encounter, um, you felt that you're being unrecognized. Perhaps um, you're not really comprehending things right away, like the first time, and it seems like you're smelly and whatnot. Perhaps you're not taking a bath because of stress. Perhaps that feeling is stress. You have to admit that. So. Um, so we understand already what is stress. We talk about the stressor. Okay, so what is a stressor? Stressor is something that causes a state of strain or tension. Okay, stressor is something that causes a state of strain or tension. So these are the reasons why a person is being stressed. Perhaps this is something to do with your work, people around you, perhaps money, education, events, or perhaps your environment, perhaps something like that. So stressor is something that is the reason why a person is being stressed. So there are two kinds of stressors. We have external stressors and internal stressors. So external stressors, okay, these are physical environment. Alright, these are the people. When you say external stressors, these are things these are stressors that is happening outside your body, or perhaps your environment. Okay, perhaps with regards to social interaction with people, perhaps something to do with the government, the politics, perhaps the pollution, all right, pandemic, all right. Perhaps you are it triggered stress to you because there is someone who died in the family, right, who is sick in the family. So that is an external stressor. It's beyond your control. It's outside your body. It's around you. All right. Second is we have internal stressors. So internal stressors, these are things that is happening within you, within your body, okay, within your mind, within your brain. All right. So this is something to do with your personal lifestyle choice. Perhaps you are that kind of a person that is very much you spend so much of your time with your with other people that is not really good with you. Perhaps this is something with your personality traits. You're not really kind of a person that who deals with several people. You don't get along with people, right? Perhaps this has something to do about you being negative all the time or over analyzing, etc. Right? Perhaps that could be the reason why, right? Um, Also, we have occupational or job stress. All right. So occupational or job stress is defined as tension arising in a person that is related to the demands of the person's role or job, according to Mac Vicker 2003. So this has something to do inside, okay, the perhaps your company or your job, right? Perhaps workload, perhaps forced overtime, or perhaps you're having trouble coping up with I mean going with your TL or your colleagues or something like that. So that is job stress, perhaps something like that. All right. So we know about stress already. We know the stressors. We need to know also the effects of stress. Okay. There are two effects of stress generally. We have short-term effects and long-term effects. The, 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 the short-term effects are the physical changes. Okay. We also have uh, psychological changes. This has something to do with loss of memory because of stress, insomnia, headaches. Okay. You also have emotional changes like anxiety. You get to be anxious all the time. Uh, you get angry all the time. You are irritable. There's when someone's trying to ask for your help, you get irritable all the time because you're stressed. Perhaps that is some of the examples of short-term effects of stress. And lastly, we have behavioral symptoms like because you are stressed, you get to do nail biting, you get to do smoking, drinking, having drugs, and whatnot. Right? So these are short. Okay, these are short things. We also have long-term effects of stress. These are obesity because you're stressed, you eat a lot, all right? Perhaps alcoholism, right? You get addicted with alcohol, perhaps drugs, right? Uh, Physiological changes. Perhaps you have, because of long-term stress, you have hypertension. You have problem with your heart, skin diseases, eye cancer, okay? Um, Emotional changes like depression. Okay, you tend to have depression, you have fear and phobias, mental disorder. Okay, these are long-term effects of stress. So I'm telling you, stress is not something that we need to take it lightly. This is something that is um, serious, and we need to work it out. Okay, so we have cognitive changes, um, memory problems, sleep disorder, something like that. So upon knowing all these effects, the effects of stress, then definitely this goes to how are we going to manage this one? How are we going to manage our stress? All right. What do you think, guys? How are we going to manage stress? Can you use our chat box for me to know how do you usually um, manage your stress? How do you usually do when you get stressed? What are the things that you usually do? Okay, there are people saying here that they eat a lot, they travel, okay, uh, they get into a relationship. What do you you want to be? You want to be in a relationship? Well, yeah, it will actually somewhat answer if you're single and you have been single for a very long time. Definitely, that's a problem, right? So, uh, so these are 5 tips. These are I know there's a lot of tips on how to cope up or how to manage your stress, but these are just 5. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do this very quickly. Number one, first tip is you need to get some sleep as much as possible. All right, 8 to 10 hours each night is very important. Second, you have to focus on your strengths, right? So, for example, if you're good at teaching, if you're good at mentoring and whatnot, go ahead. All right, if you're good at um, doing basketball, go ahead. Okay, focus on your strengths. Okay, do things that make you happy as much as possible. Be with your friends, be with your loved ones. Okay, go with someone that makes you happy. Are there things that makes you happy? Okay, engage in physical activity. Okay, uh, any kinds of physical activity. Okay, you can do to cope up with stress. And the most important thing is talk to someone. Perhaps you have problems. You want to let go of some things. You want to go ahead and talk with people. Talk with me. Talk with your trainer. Talk with your company. Okay, because one way of coping up with stress, how to manage stress, is just talk and talk. All right, so I think that will be all. Again, reminding you to click the link on this one and please answer this. Go ahead and reach you out when I got the answers for this. All right, thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something today. Have a good day. Sayonara. Have a good day. Bye bye.